Hello class, this is Bob Houston. I'm your Eco 231 instructor, and I just wanted to make a quick short video here to help you kind of navigate how to get started in the class. So hopefully you found the link to this video and the way you're going to get started in the class. If you haven't done this already, you must have done this to some extent to get here, but you're going to go to your login to your Blackboard. When you get to your Blackboard page, I'm not sure where you come in at, but you want to click on your courses over here to the left, and you're going to be in Eco 231 macro. Here's your CRN number, so click on it. Principles of Macroeconomics. Now your page isn't going to quite look like mine does right now. I haven't got everything posted yet, but the first thing you'll get to is the announcements page, and this will be the first thing that pops up when you get to the announcements page, and it where it says view your syllabus review video. That's what you're watching right now. Okay, that is located. Everything you're going to need is either going to be on the announcements page, course documents, or assignments. Okay, that's the only three places you'll need to go to: announcements, course documents, and assignments. The bulk of the material that you'll need to go to is course documents, but you need to come and check the announcements page every single day. Okay, and it'll have your announcements by the week. This is week 1, this is week 2. I will release them slowly. I don't even have them all created. But here's your week 1 assignments. Okay, you need to review your syllabus, go over your due dates, view this video and the intro to macro video. But those videos are going to be located, and I might even edit. There it is, located in the course document section. And these are located in the course document section. So let's kind of go through your syllabus and then kind of what you need to do on kind of a day-to-day basis. So if you go to course documents, click on the syllabus, okay, and you should get your syllabus to pop up. I'm still editing this as well, so there might be some things that change a little bit or look a little bit different when you get it. But again, a few things to point out. You can read through this on your own, but a few things to point out is this class is 100% asynchronous, which means we do not meet at a particular time of day or particular time of week, okay? So you will have weekly assignments, and you need to keep up with the assignments and the due dates, but you'll have a lot of flexibility as to when to do those things throughout the week. We won't have a specific meeting class, okay? I'm your professor, Bob Houston. The principal way you're going to contact me this semester is via email, okay? So you need to contact me via email. A thing you should note, it could take up to 24 hours, okay, for me to get back to you via email during the week. And I typically do not check my email during the weekends, okay? So that has a few implications. One, you need to expect a 24-hour turnaround time. So when it comes to quizzes, you'll have a window of time in which you can do them, but you should never do them you should always do them before, at least 24 hours before the actual due date. Otherwise, you're taking some risk, and that risk will be yours, okay? So if you decide to do it an hour before the due date and your computer crashes, and you send me an email, hey, I was about to start the quiz, it's due in an hour, and my computer crashed, there's nothing I can do for you, okay? If you send me that email more than 24 hours in advance, okay, so say it's due on a Tuesday, you send me an email Monday morning that said, I tried to take the quiz and my computer crashed. Is there anything you can do for me? Well, I might be able to, because I'll see your email and get back to you by 8 a.m. on Tuesday. And the quiz won't be due until, all quizzes will be due and tests will be due at 4 p.m. So you'll have time, okay? So again, if you choose to do it at the very last minute, that risk is going to be yours, okay? So email will be the principal way to contact me, okay? And it could take up to 24 hours to get a response. Now, I am going to try to make some the response times a little quicker if you email me Monday through Thursday, 10 to noon. No promises, okay? But I'll try to make sure that if you email me in that window, 10 to noon, Monday through Thursday, you could get a quicker response time, okay? But again, at a minimum, you should plan on 24 hours, okay? And that's during the week. If you contact me after, say, 3 o'clock on a Friday, I might not get back to you until sometime Monday, okay? All right, your textbook, there's used copies of the Arnold textbook out there if you would like to purchase it just to have it in perpetuity. You'll have access to a textbook for free, obviously, at EKU. The way that's going to work in this class is it'll be available to you online. You'll have a window of time in which you can look at the chapters. There'll be PDFs available. Those PDFs will have to come down after the quiz is given on that material. So if you'd like to print those off, you may. I'll also have a hard copy of the textbook, a few hard copies, if you'd like to have your hands on one, a regular textbook, in the business library on reserve. Okay, so you won't be able to check them out, but you'll be able to use them in the library. Okay, the general course objectives, you can read those on your own. The student learning outcomes, that's all something you can read on your own. Just a few notes on the grading. Okay, you'll have 2 exams and 6 quizzes, and the total points available will be 300 points. Okay, the dates, it says TBA, they're linked to the bottom here, but I'll talk about that more in a minute. But exam 1's worth 100 points, exam 2's worth 100 points, your quizzes combined are worth 100 points, but let me be a little clearer on the quizzes. I'm going to give you 6 quizzes, they're worth 20 points each. 6 times 20 is obviously 120, and there's not 120 points assigned to quizzes, it's only 100. I'll be dropping your lowest quiz score, okay? So you have a bad quiz or you missed a due date, it can count as a drop. Again, I never ever accept late material. Don't even send me an email asking for an exception in your particular case. Quizzes are not going to be accepted late, okay? If you miss one because you missed a due date, it could be your one drop. All right? Now, what are those quizzes going to look like? I'll talk about this more a little bit in a bit, but they're going to look a lot like your homework that's assigned, okay? So there's end of chapter homework assigned. That end of chapter homework you will have answer keys for, so you can look up your answers to make sure you're doing them correctly. I am not collecting homework. There's no homework grade here, okay? I'm only going to be asking you questions similar to the homework via quiz, okay? So you'll need to do that homework. I'll talk about that more in a bit, but you'll need to do that homework and do it well, even though you don't turn it in, but you'll be able to check your answers to do well on the quizzes. Okay, the final course breakout is just a basic 90% as an A, 80% as a B, so on, okay? Check the academic calendar for important dates. You can read the University Disability Policy, Academic Integrity Policy, topical outline is what we want to cover next. Here are the chapters we're going to cover. Again, it'll be very clear when I show you the Blackboard page in a minute. But we're going to typically cover things in order, although there are some exceptions, and we start with an exception. We're actually going to cover Chapter 7 before we cover Chapter 6. You see 17 kind of plopped in here, but we're going to follow things basically in order, okay? And here are your due dates, okay? These are when things are due. You're going to be able to turn in things early, okay? You're not going to be able to turn things in late ever, okay? So you'll be able to turn things in early, just never late. Everything is going to be due at 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. Obviously not every single Tuesday, but most Tuesdays of the semester, at least 8 Tuesdays in the semester, okay, you're going to have something due, okay? So 4 p.m. Tuesdays, you'll have to remember that's when my 231 stuff tends to be due, okay? So you want to check, make sure you got every single Monday, you want to make sure you're all caught up, or Friday, even before the Tuesday, that you're all caught up and ready for whatever's going on Tuesday. Okay? All right, so that's your syllabus, okay? Let me kind of talk about the order of things and how you should do things. You're gonna again come to the announcements each week. Okay. This first week you're just kind of getting started with the syllabus and the macro video. On week 2, you're gonna see something that looks more like this every week. Okay. So for week 2, it's gonna be read chapter 7, watch my 2 videos, do the assigned homework, and prepare for the quiz. Okay. And your first quiz is due 4 p.m. Tuesday, September 7th. Okay, so when you see an announcement like that, you can go ahead and go to the course documents. All right, so the first thing you'll need to do is read. Okay, so your readings will be here. Okay, so there's your chapter 7 PDF. When you click on it, something like this will pop up. And so there's your readings. I would start with your readings. Okay, read the entire chapter. Okay. And then after you've read the chapter, okay, which you can do really quick here, after you've read the chapter, you should then watch the videos. Okay, so after you've read chapter 7, okay, I got 2 videos on chapter 7 that will be available to you. Okay, watch them in order. Chapter 1, chapter 2, they're meant to be watched in order. Okay, I would take good notes while you watch the videos and while you read. Okay, so watch the videos and read. This is again from week 2. You'll have already watched the intro to macro video in this syllabus review video. This is for fall 20. I'm obviously recording the one that you have for fall 21 right now. But you'll have already watched these in week 1. This will be week 2. You'll watch these in order. Okay, after you've read the chapter, and then you need to do the homework. Okay, so what homework do I need to do? Well, if you go to this link right here, you'll pull up something that looks like this, okay? And it tells you what homework to do at the end of the chapter. Now, we're not covering chapters 1 through 5, but for those of you that have had micro, or even if you haven't had micro, this is kind of a review of micro. If you'd like to go over that and maybe test yourself, that's completely up to you. None of this will be on any quiz ever, okay? Nor any material from these chapters. Anything from 230 that you'll need for macro, I will cover in macro because 230 is not a prerequisite, so you can kind of not pay attention to this if you choose not to. But here's where your macro starts. Again, we're starting with chapter 7. So here are the questions and problems you need to do, 1 through 3, 5 through 7, 9 through 11. Only do the ones I ask you to do, okay? And numbers and graphs 1 through 5 and 7. Only do the ones I ask you to do, okay? So if you go back to your chapter readings, you know, and again, maybe I'd recommend printing this off because it won't be available forever. Okay. You go to the end of the chapter and you'll see questions and problems. Now, I don't know, this is a used textbook. I don't know if these are the correct ones. Don't go by what's circled. Don't ever go by what's circled. Go by the document that tells you what you need. 1 through 3, 5 through 7, 9 through 11. Okay. And numbers and graphs 1 through 5 and 7. Okay, so here's the questions and problems. Here's working with numbers and graphs. Okay, once you have done the homework, again, you are not turning this homework into me, okay? Because once you have done the homework, you can then go and check your answers. So if you go to the answer keys, chapter 7 here is at the bottom. When you click on it, you'll pull up a document that looks like this. Okay, and I haven't looked at this material here that's included in addition to the answer keys. I don't know if they're helpful or not. You could look at them if you wanted to. Okay, but at the end here you'll see the answer to the chapter questions and problems. So again, you can look up the answers to only the ones I've assigned. Okay. And then answers to the numbers and graphs. Again, only worry about the ones that I've assigned. So you can check your answers, okay? Again, you don't need to email me to ask if I need to turn in the homework in some way. You do not. That would be a little bit silly for me to ask you to turn that in when I've provided you all the answers. What you'll use that for is to prepare you for the quizzes. And the quizzes will look a lot like your homework, okay? Now, there may be a few questions on those quizzes based on some additional notes that you may have taken over the chapter in your readings and your videos, but mostly it'll be based on your homework questions. Okay, so again, the order of things is I would generally read the chapter, watch the lecture videos, do the homework. Okay, check which homework to do, only do the right homework, then do that homework, and then check your answers in the answer key. Okay, and you're only ready to take a quiz when you can do the homework by yourself, unaided by the keys, then check your answers, and you've been able to do them all correctly. Okay, if you're gonna just look at the answer keys, I can tell you, I mean, some of you will probably end up doing that, and you won't actually do the homework, and you won't do as well in the quizzes. And you'll ask me, what do I need to do? I'm doing everything, and I'll say, well, you need to make sure you're doing the homework unaided, okay, checking your answer keys after you've completed the homework, and you're getting them all correct. When you get to that point, you're ready for a quiz. Okay? Now, again, I'm not taking the quizzes late. Do not send me an email with your special case, okay? I won't even respond to those emails, okay? Do them early. Do them more than 24 hours early, and you'll stay out of trouble, okay? Also, do not click on the quizzes until you're absolutely ready to take them, okay? And that gets us to the last part of this video here. All of your quizzes will be on, if you click on this assignment tab, the quizzes will pop up. Now, right now, when you click on them, you'll see something that looks like this, okay? So I'm not going to have the quizzes posted up front, but eventually you'll see your quizzes here, okay? Again, under assignments, you'll see your quizzes, okay? So for all the quizzes, all right, you'll have 30 minutes. The quiz will submit automatically when your time is up, okay? It will not let you take it late, okay? You need to complete it in one sitting. If you close your quiz at any point during those 30 minutes, your grade will be submitted, okay? So just come here to take your quizzes. Only click on your quiz when you're ready to take it. And we've just gone over when you should feel ready to take it, after you can do all of your homework without the aid of your answer key correctly, okay? All the quizzes and tests are self-contained with the exception of quiz 2, okay? With quiz 2, you'll notice it says be sure to have a copy of the CPI table located in the document section, and have that sitting next to you. These quizzes are open book, open note, whatever, okay? But you're gonna need to have that CPI table. Don't click on the quiz until you have it sitting next to you, so you don't have to fumble around looking for it. And it's just located in course documents. That's that CPI for quiz 2 right there, okay? All right, well, I'm sure I've forgotten a few things, but as things pop into my mind, I'll post them in terms of announcements. Again, the announcements you need to check every day, okay? I will try to remember to click on this little box when I post an announcement that will send it to you via email additionally, but I won't necessarily always remember to do that. So it's your responsibility to come here every single day, maybe multiple times a day, and check if there are any new announcements. Okay? All right, guys, I think you'll enjoy macro. It's really going to increase your ability to kind of understand what goes on in the real world, and hopefully it's something you'll feel you got a lot out of. All right, so good luck with the rest of the semester, and God bless.